This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path.
What is up, guys? I'm doing a Diablo 2 Let's Play. This is one of my favorite games of all time, up there with StarCraft, Warcraft 3, Morrowind, and other such games. So, this has been an inevitable LP for me for a long time. And I feel that with Diablo 3 coming out in just over a month, it's probably the right time to do this. I'm going to be playing by myself, but I'm going to do it on Battle.net so I can use my character that I do on this with other people and stuff after I'm done. I have two characters going on. This one doing with other people. This one I just started by myself because I felt like it. New character. For those of you who haven't played, the classes are Amazon, who uses bows and javelins and spears. Assassin, who uses wrist blade weapons and has traps and shit. Necromancer, who summons undead things, uses wands and severed head things and whatnot. Barbarian, who can use whatever the fuck he wants, but is really a melee-focused class that's simplistic compared to most of the others. Paladin, uses melee, shields, and has a bunch of auras and team things. Sorceress, magic focus. Druid, magic focus, but also has a lycanthropy tree in his skill set. We're going to play as a sorceress. Now, characters can't have the same name, so... Gonna be all creative and... yeah. Alright, so... you create me a game. It's gonna be called Game. Password is gonna be... Password. Aw. I'll just... random shit. Okay. So.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutgolain before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
Alright, so... normally I don't listen to them because I've heard their shit a million times, but A, it's been years since I listened to all the dialogue, and B, you guys may or may not have heard it, and or would just like to see it as I play along. So we are going to be listening to the dialogue. Alright, so it's a point and click game. You hold down left button, and you left and right click to do stuff, which I can't do stuff in town, so she's not in town. Inventory, start out with a staff that gives you the firebolt skill. Stats, other things, skill tree, fire stuff, cold stuff, lightning stuff. For her, anyway. Different for every character, obviously. So, let's just get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to fill you in on the basics of the Diablo 1 story, which I've never actually played all the way through, but it's very simplistic. You're in a village. It's called Tristram. Very small. There's a little boy with a peg leg called Wirt. There's a blacksmith called Griswold. There is Deckard Cain, who most people I'm sure have heard of, but he's an old guy. The last member of a race called the Haradrim, and he lives for like eternity, or close to it. He knows like everything, and he sits around the town well and talks to you and tells you things about the quests and stuff that you're on. And he reappears in Diablo 2 and in Diablo 3, because I played the beta, which I might do an LP of, I don't know, if I get to it in time. And basically there is a cathedral, and you fight your way to the bottom of it and kill Diablo, and that's all Diablo 1 was. There's more to it, but it's all one dungeon, and it's all progressive, and I haven't played through every inch of it, so I can't tell you every detail. It's really dark and hard to see and clunky and stuff, which is why I haven't finished it. Anyway, without further ado, Akara.
Greetings, young sorceress. It is good to see more of your kind at work in the world these dark days. In my opinion, the world needs more women to fight against the Great Shadow. But I am forgetting my manners.
Feminist.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. But she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time.
For all time.
There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
Right, so I'm going to, well, first off, we got our first quest, which is look for the Den of Evil and destroy everything in it. And, yeah, so I'm going to go make sure that the audio is good before we keep going. And then we will go kick some ass. So I'll be right back. Yup, we are good to go. Excellent. I'm going to play a lot of the game with this mini-map up. I'm sorry if it annoys you, but it's rather necessary. I do have it in see-through mode. Skill Shrine. Bitch. Ooh, Gem Shrine. Yay. If you hold down Alt, it shows the items that are on the ground. These guys are called Fallen. They're demons. They're resurrected by shamans of their type. Which, in the very beginning, there aren't any. But not very far until we start seeing those. The zombies are undead, obviously. And basically different enemies have different types, and they respond differently to different things. These don't have a type, because they're just, you know, generic creature things. I don't know if I'm going to explain every inch of this game like that, but figured the basics are in order. Even having been playing this recently, the nostalgia is so strong. So does that work on the... It does. Even works on the skill that I don't actually have that's just granted by the staff. Die. About to level up. Die. Give me that. I leveled up. And there's the Den of Evil that's marked by the fancy thingies. Thing attacks people and portal and stuff. It's like a shitty sign for the demons. Alright, so as a sorceress, we mostly focus on the energy stat, but we're gonna put some points into vitality and strength first because we're gonna need to wear armor and not die. So, what am I gonna learn first? I have to do a little bit of planning. So I can either... You basically have to choose where to put your points because you can only put so many points into so many things. Which... I don't know if I'm making sense, but basically you have to be picky because you invest in the tree.
This place is trouble.
Yes, it is. There's a shaman. See, you just resurrect that guy. Gargantuan beast.
I need mana.
I also need health. Nothing in that body. Shite.
Not enough mana.
Even in boots. Obviously, the early part of this game, I'm going to be weak as shit. Yay, mana recharge shrine. Very good for a sorceress. For obvious reasons. One gold. We're just rolling in the monies now.
I need mana.
Potion area over here. If you hit tilde, it expands it. Different size belts will add more slots. Key for opening locked chests. Which, oddly enough, happen to respond to any key in the universe, so I guess they're all skeleton keys. Gonna add some strength assist. And we're going to level this up. As you level up skills, they get different stats. And this particular skill will shoot more bolts the higher level it is. So that's nice. I don't know if this receives bonuses from used to exist. Huh. Maybe it did, but it might have been patched in since I last played a sorceress, which was ages ago. Armor. Your character's appearance will change, like she just got shoulder pads from that, as you equip things. And ethereal doesn't repair. This also added that second row of potion slots. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Found a wand. Wands are necromancer items, as you can see, plus to skills, necromancer only. And that means it'll sell good, because it's a skill-adding item thing. A hat. A shitty hat. Come here, bitch. Okay. It's probably 2/3 cleared by now. There is one hero zombie in here called Corpse Fire, which is basically where we're going to find any decent loot in here. By killing him. This game is great if you have obsessive I need the loot disorder. There he is. Corpse Fire. Undead Spectral Hit. Spam.